Truly the Lord is good. Truly the Lord is good. Full of grace and full of mercy, full of kindness. Allows again to be in the house of prayer one time. You might have a little problem finding the book of Joel. Joel, way in the back, is considered a minor prophet. You see them little short ones. Joel, the 3rd chapter, verse 14. Take your time and find that. And when you find that, put your fingers on John 3, 19, 20, and 21. Joel, the 3rd chapter, just verse 14. You write it down. And John, the 3rd chapter, verse 19, 20, and 21. And if you got it, say amen. Amen. And if you don't have it, you'll get it. Here's what Joel says in 3rd chapter, verse 14. He says, multitudes, a whole lot of multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. John 3, 19, 20, and 21. Here's what he says. And this is the condemnation that the light has come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone practicing evil hates the light, and does not come to the light, lest their deeds should be exposed. But he who does the truth come to the light, that is, his deeds may be clearly seen, that they may have been done in God. Amen. Now, I want to briefly talk about your decisions define or determines your destination. Say it for you again. Didn't say my decisions. Your decisions, my decisions, your decisions. They will determine your destination, or they will define your destination. We make choices all the time. We make decisions all the time. Whether they're right or wrong, we make them. Now, your decisions can affect other folks too. Yes. If you make bad decisions for other folks. Now, let me go slow. Daddy used to tell me and Bubba, because me and Bubba was bad. I don't mean bad. I mean we was devilish bad. And my daddy would say, boys, if you make your bed hard, you sleep in it. And Danny had another old saying, I forgot what that was. But, I know what it was. A hard head calls a soft behind. I thought about that thing a lot of years. I thought about it even more when I got myself in some trouble. All right. And boy, that thing tore me apart. Because other words, it don't make no sense to you until you experience it. Amen. I know. You see, as children growing up, we think we know everything. Mama done told you, Daddy done told you too. But you think you know more than them. Now, I ain't killing nobody. I'm just talking. Now, let's deal with ourselves. Let me get home with you. Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How many of you, let's be honest, have made some bad decision? I'm good to see that you're honest. I don't care how you look at it, it's going to determine your destination.
Yes, it does.
Oh yeah, see, because it's going to catch up with you after a while.
Yes.
All right, I'll get closer home to you. Mama told you that it wasn't no good. Daddy is smart too. Daddy said, boy, she ain't good for you. Oh yeah, good to him, but ain't good for you. And so listen, I'm giving you real stuff here. Boys don't get pregnant, but girls do. But when you make them pregnant, you got child support. Now, I'm just talking here. You don't pay child support, you go to jail. Huh? Now, what happens when mama done told you, but when the baby come, you want mama to take care of her. And so mama tell you, listen baby, I told you, now you make your bed hard, you gotta sleep in it. I ain't raising them for you, no. Now every parent ain't gonna do that. But I'm just talking now for a minute. Some of your decisions can cause you more problems than you want to deal with. You think I'm talking to you? I'm talking to me too. I'm talking to Sam too, you see, because I've made some real terrible decisions. You see, and Jesus here, John here, is trying to get us to understand. See, because listen, darkness look good.
Yes.
I know I'm by myself. You see, we're not going to do something dirty.
Yeah, you get in the dark.
Go to church every Sunday, but I want to do something dirty, you know. And when I want to do something dirty, I don't want all y'all watching my business. You know, I know. We think we're hiding from God, but God sees it all. You see, but listen here. He says, we love darkness. Been there. Did that. Because we don't want the light to shine in our lives. Well, let me drop something on you here. You see, because we don't understand sometimes how folks affect all of us with their bad decisions.
Right.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Now, the president. Now, this is my opinion. Has made some bad decisions for the country.
Yes, he has.
Now, I ain't saying just him. You see, we are going into a war. Oh yeah, it's imminent. That some of these young boys will be overseas fighting when there could have been peace. But he's making decisions because he want to outdo the previous president. And he don't want nobody to talk to him. Now listen, folks, here's the problem. It's bad when you make all the decisions without consulting other folks. Are you with me? Well, I've done that. I've done that. But listen, bro, there's wisdom in counsel.
Amen.
Well, I don't think you ought to do that. Let us think about that. No, I'll make a decision.
All right.
let's think about it. Let's see how it's going to affect other folks. Are you with me? And so sometimes we make decisions that we suffer for later on.
That's right.
Now, when the word of God is clear, believe you me, God is always trying to tell us something. You see, now, here's the problem. The decision is yours.
There you go.
I'm getting close to you now. See, I'm dealing with real stuff. I know it's a little sensitive, but look at here. You got a wife.
All right.
Well, I'm getting close home. I know I ain't dealing with none of y'all because y'all don't do this kind of stuff here. But you got a wife. I'm telling you real sense with you. You're my friend. Still you my friend. You're still my friend. But you got a wife. Now, your wife is good to you. And good for you. Huh?
Yeah.
But something on the outside
Yeah. All right.
looks good.
Watch out.
Smell good. And you just feel that you've got to have it.
Come on, baby.
My Lord.
You might as well smile. You don't need to frown. I'm telling you the truth. Because listen, you think I'm just making this up? No. I'm telling you the truth. Now, look here. I said, listen, man, you got a good wife. Yeah, but she ain't as young as she used to be. Now, listen, you too old for... I know some of y'all don't understand that, but listen here. Now, you go out and you mess with something.
Watch out. All right. Kill it.
Now, wife doesn't find out. And you got to go.
Watch out.
That's a rough decision, ain't it? Okay, none of y'all have done that, but listen, it's a rough decision because watch this here. She takes you to court.
Clean you out.
Mess you completely slam jam up. Now, you got to deal with the decisions. Now, when you look at what Joel is saying, he's dealing with country. He's saying multitudes in the valley of decision. Are you with me? Because right now, we some of us right now are caught between two opinions.
Yes.
Now, the decision going to affect you if you make it. It decides whether you go left or whether you go right. And if you go left, you're in trouble. And so what's happening here is war is about to begin. Are you with me? War is about to begin in this country here. And so God is still going to be the judge.
Yes, he is.
God going to be the judge because he said the hour, the time is near. It's there. See, God's presence is near in the valley of decision. Now, here's my problem with you and with some of us here. We want to make our minds up. We want to make decisions for everything but God.
All right.
Are you with me? Look at here. I don't care if you make decisions for all the money in the world. You'll never have joy and you won't have peace. You can make a decision to do a whole lot of things, but if you exclude God,
All right.
you're in a whole lot of trouble. Now look at here. You see folks every day in your life walking around miserable.
All the time.
Now look at here. Who do I blame for my decision? You wasn't there when I did it. Look at here. We want to play the blame game now. Well, if you would have did so, I wouldn't be. No. It's a decision. And see, one thing we like about life is that we like to play the blame game.
Yes.
right.
Are you with me? It started in the beginning.
Amen. That's right. Adam and Eve.
God gave you the direction. He didn't give them to Eve, he gave them to you. and so after he made a decision, he goes to God. I see we be good at that. But God, if you didn't give me such, I wouldn't be in this trouble. No, Adam, I gave you the instructions. I told you. You're the woman you gave me. Boy, we sure like to blame. And so what happens is that a lot of us still play the blame game. I would be going a whole lot further if I didn't. If I didn't have you. And so look at here. What we got to understand is that you go and prop it up. You, me. I'm responsible for my decisions. And so look at here. When I made bad decisions, trouble come.
That's right.
Who gonna deal with them for me? All of us wish that, man, look here. I done made some bad decisions, now I'm in trouble. I wish I could take my troubles and give them to you. I wish I could take my troubles and pass them all on to you. But look at here. I like the way God operates, see, because God ain't like man.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
I'm so glad that God will give you a second chance. Not only a second chance, but he'll give you not only a third chance, but he'll give you but I don't know about that woman. I don't know about that wife. I don't know about that husband. It's hard. It's real hard. Haven't you ever heard it before? I just can't forgive them.
All right.
I'm about to slow down.
That's all right.
I'm about to quit in a few more minutes. Now, who will you serve? That's clear scripture there. The Bible says no man, no woman can serve two masters. You can love one and hate the other. You can cleave to one and cling to one and despise the other. But no man can serve two masters. In other words, you can't serve God and mammon.
All right.
Look at here. I've come to learn that everything will run you down. I was young, but now I'm old. I've never seen the righteous forsaken nor seed begging bread. But look at here. One of these days, age come. I've spent all my life giving it to the world. Now I'm old, and now I want to serve God. And God saying to you now, when you was able to serve me, and you could really give me some time, you didn't give me any time. Now that you're old and one foot is in the grave and one is out, now you want to give me all the praise in the world. Well, that just might be too late. And so look at here, what we got to understand. Oh yeah, see one thing about God, he'll wink at some things when we're evil. I said he'll wink. But look at him, you are matured and know God. He hold you totally responsible.
Amen.
Look at here. One thing I've come to learn. I'm old enough now to know that. You reap what you sow.
Amen. Amen.
That's right.
That's right.
I don't care how you get around it.
There you go.
I don't care how you dodge it and duck it. One of these old days will come right back to meet you face to face.
Yes, sir.
And when it come back, you say, hey, don't you know me? Don't you remember me? No, who are you? I'm your deeds. You see, and look at here. Don't think you'll get away. Look at here. Sometimes you have people thinking, talking, running their mouth, man, like they gonna get away. What you do is you get by. See, because look at here. I've come to nobody made that decision but you.
Amen.
See, you made a decision. You made a decision. Now, if you made a decision, guess what? You got to deal with it. You see, because it will define your testimony. It will define your destination. Because look at here, we can run, but
Yes, sir.
look at here. Some of us have played church all our lives.
Yes.
Because a real relationship with God requires attention.
Amen.
It requires us. And here's what he says. He says, and this is the condemnation. Not that he condemned you, but that we condemned ourselves. This is the condemnation. That the light came. Huh? When God introduced you to his light,
Yeah.
what do you do with it? Well, you know, I ain't ready to be saved yet. That's what young people tell you. Yeah, you know, I got a lot more fun there. All right, keep on. You might die while you're having fun.
All right.
But he said, the day that you hear my voice, harden not your heart. He said, this is the condemnation. See, the world love darkness. Because see, in the world, you can get away with all kinds of things.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's full of tricks. Man, if I had to sit here and tell you all the stuff I done did, you said, what?
All right. You ain't by yourself.
Yeah. I ain't gonna tell you neither.
All right.
Done too much.
Yes, sir. We are.
When I came to God,
Amen.
I had to ask for forgiveness.
Amen.
Now, forgiveness does not mean to do the same thing.
All right.
Forgiveness means to turn around and work with him and work for him.
Amen.
But listen, I'm gonna be finished.
That's all right.
When the devil gets a hold to you, are you with me? He razzles and he dazzles you. Now, I ain't talking about nobody. I'm talking to you. Devil don't turn loose just like that.
All right.
All right, now listen. I'll give you a real life situation. I don't want to get too deep in it because you'll say I got a dirty mind.
All right.
But I don't. But I'm telling you the truth. My brother. I'm not gonna say my brother was a devil, but my brother was real devilish. He was a little bit more devilish than me.
All right. All right.
And so this lady, she ran into Bubba one Friday night.
All right.
Bubba says to her, I got a pint of liquor.
All right.
And you want to go with me? Well, when she got in the car,
All right.
I said to myself, girl, you in trouble.
All right.
Now, you ain't going with my brother and drink his liquor. I know that ain't funny to some of y'all, but I'm telling you the truth. When she got in that car drinking liquor, it was going to be a fight.
All right.
Oh, Bubba, no, you ain't going to do that. Why not? Now listen, I know, I'm just talking. But you ain't gonna tell me that you ain't been in some situations that you just couldn't get out right away.
All right.
I know, all y'all holy rollers here, I know, but look at here, when the darkness comes, you stay on the porch all day while it's daylight, but when the darkness comes, and listen, it takes a whole slick, really, to whisper the right thing into your ear. And now I gotta live with it. I gotta deal with it. But God,
Yes, Lord. Let it go.
that's the truth. If you know where I've been, now let me get closer home to you.
All right.
If you know where some of other folks been,
That's right.
Thank you.
huh? See, what you looking at now is now.
That's right.
See, God will hold the past against you,
There you go.
but He's holding now.
That's right.
You know. And so if you could just look back in their past. I know some of y'all that never did nothing bad. Y'all good people, good people. But. You know, people look at you sometimes and they see, you know, hey, I had a problem with that. You know, listen, you're not all that holy. You don't qualify to judge nobody. Amen. Now that you're saved and sanctified, what about before that? All right. Now, what about before that? I can look at you and tell you ain't always been like that now. See, Father Time has a way of changing things as we get older. Amen. But listen, I don't care how the cut goes, you still got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. Now, we make bad decisions all the time. Are you with me? Without the presence and the power of the Spirit of God, we'll keep doing it over and over and over again. You know why? Because we are led by our minds rather than by the Spirit. Amen. Amen. And listen, the truth of the matter is, you can hear it just as clear as day, and you'll go the other way. Now, don't you go there. Spirit said, don't you go there. But I'm going. All right. Especially when you know it, you go anyway. You get in trouble. Rather than listen to the Spirit.